Happy Friday from Southport. It's Friday Talks with Julian here on this beautiful day in Southport. Let's talk about trust today. What is a trust? What are the difference between the two main categories of trust, and how does that play into an estate plan? Well, first of all, there are revocable trusts, and they are essentially trusts that the grantor puts their property in or assets, and during the lifetime of that grantor, they can't alter, amend, take things from, or add things to that trust. It is very helpful in terms of having heirs that you want to control exactly how much property they get, and how it's dispersed to that particular heir. And it also is helpful in tax planning. Um, Heirs that receive under a revocable trust get the stepped up basis in real estate and property for capital gains purposes, um, in a revocable trust, just like an heir would under the estate in North Carolina. Now, an irrevocable trust, on the other hand, the grantor puts property or assets in that trust and cannot change or alter or amend that trust at any point during its lifetime. What's the advantage of that, you ask? Well, creditors cannot reach that because the property is now out of the hands of the grantor. What's the disadvantage of an irrevocable trust? One, the inability to change those things during the lifetime of the grantor, but also the beneficiaries in an irrevocable trust do not get the stepped up basis for capital gains tax purposes as you do in a revocable trust. In other words, if grandpa paid $100,000 for the property and it's now worth $1 million, you're going to pay tax on the complete million, the beneficiary would, in terms of capital gains, at that capital gains rate, as opposed to getting the stepped up basis that grandpa had in that property. There are different types of revocable trusts that we'll get into at a later talk, involving special needs trust, gun trusts, and other asset trusts that are important to talk about. But if you need help with estate planning, don't hesitate to call me here in Southport or in Graham. Julian Doby, 336-221-8900 or 910-380-0294. Have a great weekend, guys.